In this lesson of CSS tutorial, we'll talk about CSS box model. We can say that every HTML element is some kind of box, and in CSS we use term box model when we talk about design and layout. So CSS box model is basically box that wraps around every HTML element. And that box contains margins, borders, padding, and content. So let's see meaning of these parts. Margins we use to create space around elements outside of any defined borders. Border goes around padding and content. Padding we use to create space around elements content inside of any defined borders, and content is visible text or images inside the box. Okay, now let's take a look this CSS box model parts inside the code. Here we can create one div element. And inside the div element, let's add one span element. And between tags inside the span element, we can add some content. Like we mentioned, every HTML element is some kind of box. So now to see that, let's add border for div element here. And now when we save changes and reload page, you can see that div element looks exactly like box and contains all parts, margin, default margin, also contains border, padding, and content inside the HTML element. We already added border on div element, and if we want to change space around element, let's say from the left, we're going to use margin from the left here inside the div element. Let's say 20 pixels. And now when we say changes and reload page, you can see that we have moved the element from the left. To create more space from element content, we use padding property. So for example, we can add more space from left and from top for content. So here we're gonna add padding from the left, let's say 50 pixels, and also padding from top 50 pixels. And now when we reload page, you can notice that we changed the space around element content from top and from the left side. And the last part of CSS box model is content. And of course, we can apply different styles for content. So here let's change, for example, color. yellow, and we can change font size 25 pixels. Now when we save changes and reload page, you can see that we have applied new styles for content of HTML element. I hope you enjoy lesson. Don't forget like and subscribe to my channel. If you have some questions, leave a comment. Thank you for watching and see you next time.